For the Igbos, leadership is a tool to move the people forward, and the rotation of leaders help in the improvement of leadership skills for the overall benefit of the Igbo community. The recent inauguration of the Lagos State Council of Ndị Eze by the President Ohaneze Ndigbo Lagos State further proves the unity that exists between the members of Ohaneze Ndigbo Lagos State and the great works the President keeps doing.
Talking of Chief Solomon Ogbonna, the President of Ohaneze Ndigbo Lagos, he have done so much. In past, we don't have things like this. But he is the one that really established the working council of Ndị Eze in Lagos State.
Years back, every time there's always rancors, problems, quarrel, infight. But since the inception of this great man, Chief Solomon Ogbonna, he has been able to define and have given a meaning and a direction to the leadership of Eze Ndigbo in Lagos State.
In history of Ndigbo, Igbo community or anything using Ohaneze in Lagos State, we have not gotten it right as per the leadership quality of Solomon, the president of Ohaneze.
As the tenure of the first set of incumbent Ndị Eze in council leaders expires after 2 years of successful leadership, the President Ohaneze Ndigbo Lagos State, Chief Solomon Ogbonna, who previously appointed the leaders, called a meeting of Ndị Ezes for the appointment of new leadership.
Officially dissolve the leadership of the council. I dissolved Goya, then there was a roll call of the new leadership. Yabata, Georgia, Okolomaya, Swana, Yokoya, Namaya, Amana, Ndigbo inaugurated the platform.
Apango, Sajara, Ezigbo, to dissolve this remarkable.
Eze Ndigbo of Onigbo are supporting
According to the choices provided by the President Ohaneze Ndigbo Lagos State, Chief Solomon Ogbonna, the Secretary Ohaneze Ndigbo Lagos State, Chief Everest Ozoweke, read out the new executive of Ndị Eze in council, who will pilot the affairs of Ndigbos in accordance to the leadership standards set up by the President.
Organizing Secretary, Treasurer, Anambra, Welfare, Abia, Eugene, Financial Secretary, Igbo Speaking Community, PRO, Delta, Assistant Secretary, Igbo Speaking Community, Welfare 2, Igbo Speaking Community, Ex officio for Anambra, ex officio and Secretary General Ndeze, Rogawa, Eze, Ayamele.
Because Igbo can yeah.
Igbo Speaking Community was financial secretary, and Onye in a financial secretary for Igbo Speaking Community as a Omega.
I won't disappoint you.
asịrị ma ahịa ka ọ na-azụ. Ihe anyị nọ n'ime ya bụ na ndị okenye jirigoro nwayọ ka anyị wee na-abịa.
Chairman of the council, as a Chris of here.
As the barrister and solicitor of the Supreme Court of Nigeria, and by the same authority conferred on me by the Ohaneze, Ndigbo, and in extension by the authority conferred on me by the President General of Ohaneze in Lagos, I hereby swear in the new Executive Council of Ndị Eze in Lagos State, so that whatever they do, they will represent the Igbo interests. All this we ask through Jesus Christ our Lord.
Amen. I will never let you down. I will never fall your hand. I will never disappoint you. I will do my best. And then we make sure one and do to me, kind of one. I can't have service. Bank are there, government are there, location. Our one chief servant, I tell them because they are your monarch. We don't do to mark. I wait him everybody made mistake. Because why and I sign the whereby mistake.
This new ordinance, I'm asking all of you to support them so they can be able to show reality to the president. So I give you a kind of the company.
Thank you.
As of now, I have accepted everything. I give all of you, and Anopam as not only patron, but chairman, council chairman, emeritus.
The new breed of executives are expected to do well during their tenure, portray disciplined personalities, great leadership skills, and take seriously the affairs of Ndigbo in general.
The appointment cannot be sure that you don't know the man. And it doesn't an idea. You compare and contrast. Marry head and man. According to church, you have name it. This is God. You know, I'm not for as far because both the good and both the good too much. How about when Nina Bamba Sari years? I cannot quite hear who. I have for that, no, you are over 20 years. Ellen, high table. We mention the leaders who idea and days also around that. Onye nwere ego nwe ezigbo ego na banacho ọ na ndị maazị ga-ekwu ọkwa ndị na-akpọ na na-eti ọkpọ ndị ochie na Chairman, today, congratulations. Mụnwa Chief Sunday, President Igbo speaking community na congratulations. Nke na ndị otu. Wee na-asị onye ọbụla nye aka. Ihe bụ na leadership na-ada n'iru na-aga ọfụma.
It was done peacefully, happily. There was no problem. In 20 local government and the 37 LCDA in Lagos State. Igbos in unity, we don't have any problem. We are in unity.
You see, Solomon is just one of the very special types on earth. He was the one and only person that moved to synthesize and synergize all these power blocks into one movement. So when you talk about Ndị Eze in Lagos now, you are talking about just one block, headed by this Ohaneze president, that is Chief Solomon Ogbonna.
To my greatest surprise, I was just called upon, and it was unopposed. Even from my own Ezes from Enugu State, could not do anything than to start clapping for me. I've never campaigned for it. I never dream of it. I believe Ndigbo should go to church and do a special thanksgiving for that, for God giving us that kind of man, because he has a lot of strategic ideas, tactician experience, and more importantly, he has a heart of gold for Ndigbo in Lagos State and even in Nigeria.
There is no doubt that the President Ohaneze Ndigbo Lagos State is a man of great repute who has over the years placed as priorities affairs of Ndigbos. He continues to enjoin all Ndigbos in Lagos to live in peace with themselves, their host communities, and support the ruling party, as this is key to living freely.
I made it on rotation, state to state. First was Imo State. We now moved to Enugu State, and I am so happy because they accepted it. My advice, still remember my advice. We should support the ruling party. We are guests. No matter what we have in Lagos State, we still the tenant. We are not the landlord. And for that stand, we must be mindful of what we say by saying what we people of the owner of the land, our host community, we think that we come here because of our success and begin to drive their land with them so that peace will reign. But I want to make sure I unite Igbo people to the extent that if they stand, because when Igbo man stand and say this is what he wants, I'm telling you, he will find means to get that as far as it's going to be for interest of the people.